Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode number 37 of the Midwest Donut Review Show. I'm Dave Leggett in St. Louis, Missouri. That is my son, Eric Leggett, in Sacramento, California. Eric, how are things in Sacramento today?
Hot as fuck. I've been here for, 4 years now? I think I've lived in Sacramento. And I think I'm still not used to August just being a part of summer. Like, it's like all throughout August. It's just going to be hot like it is in June and July. And I still don't think I'm used to that.
I think this is the fastest we've ever not been a children's podcast. We're doing...
I think we fine for children. It's fine.
And, so we're like mid-80s all week. 60, high 60s at night. It's really kind of freaking glorious.
But next week it could be 100 degrees there. So
this is true. We're just taking our small celebration where we can.
And granted, this has technically been the coolest summer in Sacramento, I want to say in 30 years.
Wow. That does not sound cool. It would, I guess it's cooler, but
yeah. There's only been a couple weekends, and unfortunately this is one of them, of over 100-degree heat.
Wowza. Hey man, the most important part is it affecting the donuts in Sacramento? Well,
yes.
It is?
No, I'm agreeing that it's the most important part.
I was going to say, man, if it's so hot that it's messing with the quality of your donuts,
then we're going to have to do something about
refrigerated trucks to deliver them to your house for the next session. Something like that. Yeah.
I do not have the money for that.
That was
that was weird.
Mary Jane's big head there in the video. She's up and at 'em. She's excited for the donut show. It's been a little while since we've had one.
Does she get a donut?
She will not get a donut. It's bad. Wow. It's bad for the doggy's digestive system. You never know what's in there. So, yeah, she got plenty of treats. So she's covered.
That's fair. Yeah.
So it's been a little while since we've been able to do a show. Life keeps interrupting the fun stuff we want to do, and so we're going to try to get back on track today. And how we normally kick off. If you've never seen our show before, where the heck you been? What we do, Eric and I both try to buy the same 3 kinds of donuts. We'll size them, we'll price them, tell you a little bit about the place they came from, and honestly, what's the most important part of the donut? It's how it tastes. It could look a little off or it could look beautiful. It doesn't matter if it doesn't taste right. If it doesn't taste great, no such thing as a bad donut unless you're in Greece.
Yes. Then they have cracked the code on how to make a bad donut.
So, even an okay donut is okay. Similar to pizza. Even an okay pizza is okay. It's still freaking pizza. It's still freaking donut.
On a scale of 1 to 5, it's hard to drop below a 2.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just at a base 2, just being a donut.
You just exist as a 2 and then go up from there.
Exist as a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how we normally kick off all of our shows, Eric gives us a little bit of donut news of the week. It's actually donut news of the month because it's been a little while since our last show. Eric, what is happening out there in donut land?
Well, when we go a while between shows, finding news is a little harder just because the big stuff just takes up so much room. Looking for, donut news stuff, local news stuff, you're just scrolling through 40 different fucking news channels that's you have to know Dunkin's new fall menu from us specifically. Yes, we know there's 39 other articles about this exact same thing, but you have to hear it from us. I don't care about your stupid fucking Harry Potter donuts, Krispy Kreme. Shut up. So it becomes a little more difficult. But I did find something up in Canada called Glaze of Glory. Donut Devourers Battle for Taste of Victory.
Okay.
In a room filled with donut fanatics, J.J. Tempesta's taste for the puffed pastry reigned supreme. Bite by bite, Tempesta devoured 48 honey cinnamon donuts on Sunday afternoon to win a Puffs eating challenge at Mr. Puffs in Windsor, Ontario. We went to a Mr. Puffs in Montreal.
Oh, it was
Do you remember
Mr.
this?
Puffs. Oh my God. I didn't know they had a donut challenge. I mean, that's...
Okay, well, this is not a thing they just do on the regular.
Yes.
Like, this was a special event.
And if I remember, it was quite excellent.
Yes, they were. I don't know if I would call them donuts per se. They were like donut adjacent.
Yes. Like a beignet
but it's,
is not a donut.
Yeah, it's
but
fried.
It's certainly...
It's fried
yes.
dough. That's pretty close to a
Yes.
donut. So he ate 48 honey cinnamon donuts to win. That's... Look, these puffs, I'd say they're bigger than a donut hole. What do you think? Like this big?
Bigger than a donut hole.
They're bigger than...
Absolutely they were.
And I think honey cinnamon, like, that's a pretty strong... Like, honey on that thing, I feel like is very... Like, it's more difficult if you just put, like, cinnamon sugar on it. Or, like, powdered sugar on it.
You know, I think in either your or my photo archives, we've got a picture from when we ate there that maybe we could post on the show. We'll look for that at the end of this.
We'll look.
In post-production.
Yes. So if you're seeing a photo of them right now, we've clearly found it. And if you're not, we couldn't find anything. Sorry. Look it up. You have internet. You have Google. Figure it out yourself. You're an adult.
Be nice. People are spending big bucks to be on this site.
So, honey cinnamon, like, that's a substantial, like, puff to take down. And 48 of them. Tempesta's quote, "Any chance I get to shove my face with food, I'll do it. I don't care."
Well,
Through each donut, Tempesta's mindset remained, quote, "Don't throw up," as he battled through jaw pain to win the competition.
okay, so this is a little bit of a tangent. Do you have any other news this week? Okay.
No, just
this is a kind of off a tangent because there was a possibility that you were going to go a little gluttonous during the San Francisco show. A little background, if you would.
The donut shop I went to last episode was Bob's Donuts and Pastries, and one of their locations has a donut eating challenge where if you take down one of their giant donuts in 3 minutes or less, you get a free t-shirt and your name on the Wall of Fame. And if you take it down in 2 minutes or less, you get a free t-shirt, your name on the wall, your donut refunded, and a free drink.
And that's like a $20 donut, right?
Yeah, no, it's a and it's fucking massive.
It was massive.
I want to say like that big, yeah.
Yes.
And I did not do it just because I was on like a vacation and I don't want to destroy my body.
I was just going to say, man, it just seems like it could have ruined the rest of the weekend. So
yes, I did not want to feel bad the rest of the weekend.
So
I was like, you know what? I'll go there another time.
So in that vein, I have found a couple of places here in America.
I will say to end my news, what he won for this competition is free puffs for a year. And that's pretty good.
I think so.
To be able to go in there, be like, hey, order a 6, and then walk out, and then that's it.
Okay. I mean, it's not like that massive one that we talked about earlier this year where you won.
Oh, yeah, like cruises and shit like that. That was insane.
So here's 3 big ones that I found in the United States. There's one called the Dirty 30 in Xenia, Ohio donut shop. 30 glazed donuts and 3 pints of milk in an hour.
3 pints
It's
of
the little
milk?
cartons like when you're a kid in school.
Okay.
So that's not a whole lot of milk, but 30 glazed donuts in an hour. That's one every 2 minutes.
I think I could do that.
The winner gets the donuts for free, a t-shirt, and on the Wall of Fame. It's estimated to be a 7,000 calorie challenge.
I think I could do that one.
Here in St. Louis, there's something called the Baker's Dozen Challenge. It's at the Tom and Chi restaurant. Chi being short for cheese, because they are cheese forward, and they actually have quite a few really good reviews from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch food critic for some of their other items. This Baker's Dozen Challenge, 12 grilled cheese donuts and a specialty banana cream pie in 10 minutes.
Oh, no shot. No shot.
If you win it all, you get your name and photo on social media, and the food is free. If you fail,
that's it.
$50.
Are you kidding? Okay, that's awful.
Yes. There is a chain of donut shops called High Five Donuts. Not monstrously chainful. Their challenge is called the Widowmaker, but not W-I-D-O-W. It's W-I-D-O-U-G-H, because you're eating donuts. Get it? Widowmaker.
Yeah, I guess.
You get 3. They don't call them behemoths. They call them dough-hemoths. It's a double glazed donut. So it's a pretty big honking donut. Mm-hmm. So 3 dough-hemoths, 1 pound of fried chicken, 6 eggs, 2 pounds of bacon, sausage gravy. They cover it in cornflakes and grape drizzle. 30 minutes to eat this monstrosity.
And is only one person allowed to try it?
30 minutes.
No one's ever doing that. I believe 4 people have
beaten this challenge.
That's fucking
If
ridiculous.
you win, you get a t-shirt.
Because that sounds like if me and 3 of my friends, I feel like we could take that down.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really good breakfast.
One person.
But for one person, that sounds awful.
It's the videos online, it looks to be about a foot tall.
Oh my God.
If you win, you get the t-shirt, you get the meal free, and you get your name on the board. If you fail, it's $50.
That's ridiculous.
So,
the prizes are not as good as the punishment is bad. I'm sorry. A fucking t-shirt and your picture on a wall is not enough.
No.
You have to give more.
That's what
for accomplishing
that was the theme
like that.
Throughout my whole search. I could list 20 more of these outrageous donut competitions or challenges, I guess. But the theme to me was a t-shirt, the food is free, and your name on the wall. I'm like, man, it just doesn't seem equal to the punishment that you're about to go through.
Because not only do you have to pay $50, it's not like someone is eating I don't know, a quarter of it and being like, no thank you, I'm full.
Right.
And pay. It's like, no, you're trying your best so you feel physically bad. And then you also have to pay them $50. You're paying them $50 to feel sick, essentially.
It's almost like we don't even want you to take the challenge.
Yeah.
We put it out there, but we really don't want you to try.
Yeah, it's just like a cool
and if
thing
you do,
to have on the
we will
menu.
punish you financially.
We will
and
punish
physically.
They're like, well, fuck, we have to make all this food now, so now it's on you. Now it's your fault. We're punishing you.
All right, so here is the meat and potatoes of our show.
Were you trying to think of something else other than potatoes? Something donut related?
No, because once I said meat, I knew I was committed. So
yeah, there was nothing to go. No donut
yeah,
related.
this is the donuts and milk portion of the show. I mean, quite literally, that's what it is.
Yeah, it is technically.
This is the reason for the season. A local mom and pop shop. How well do you do donuts? Mm-hmm. And you're getting compared to a lot of other shops locally, so this is not a one-off. This is not a gotcha moment. Do what you do, and we'll tell other people whether or not they should go there. Eric, where have you gone today? Tell us a little bit about that donut shop.
So today I went to Elk Grove Donuts. It is 143 Bruceville Road, Suite 140, Elk Grove, California. This is a little bit of a drive for me today, but this is a really cool shop. The folks will, based on the title of this, they know where you've gone, and you will say it when it's your turn to review your donuts, but I wanted to go somewhere today that kind of matched the vibe of your donut shop, so we could maybe try to match up on something.
Yes, I appreciate that.
And I'll say it doesn't go quite that far, but there's definitely more in that direction than any other place I've been to in the Sacramento area, easily. Like, there are definitely some donuts that we won't be reviewing today just because there's no way you've got them. But I've never seen before, and frankly very excited for. Like, they had an ube filled donut. I fucking love ube, and I'm very excited to eat that after the show. But we'll get to the donuts that we are reviewing, and the first one we always review is a glazed donut, because if you can't do a glazed donut right, there's no sense of doing something like an ube donut. It doesn't make any sense. So my glazed donut today was 3 1/4 inches across, 1 1/4 tall. Wasn't huge. I'd say a bit on the smaller side compared to my other donuts. This one was $1.65. I think that's a pretty good price for out here. I'd say just below the average of about $1.70, $1.75. And this is a really solid glazed donut. Not one thing about this really blew me away. It's not like it looked particularly great. The glaze was good, a bit on the stickier side for me, which I don't love. But I think that is better than the alternative of it, like, flaking off. So I definitely prefer sticky to too hard that, you take a bite and bits of it are falling off. The dough, I'll say, was a little deceptive. When you looked at it, you kind of thought you were going to get a lighter, fluffier donut, but turned out to be a little bit denser in there than you might think. You'll see in the pictures that we post on Instagram, it looks like it'll be super light and fluffy on the inside, but it wasn't as fluffy as it looked. I wouldn't exactly say this is melt in your mouth level, but it's still a really good flavor. I think the glaze is really good, despite its texture. And the dough itself, I think, was pretty solid. Mixes well with the glaze. Nothing about this really blows it out of the water, but I'd say it's like an average glazed donut. There's nothing negative about this donut. It's just there's nothing spectacular about it.
How much was this donut?
So I think $1.65. Okay. And again, that's a pretty good price, pretty average price. So I think I'll give this like a 3.5. It's a perfectly standard average glazed donut. Nothing's going to blow you away, but if you want a glazed donut, this is absolutely going to satisfy what you're looking for.
Okay, so this will be one of the most different reviews I've done. I can tell you that right now, man. I am not putting the cart before the horse here. I went to Strange Donuts, a mom and pop shop, a young man shop honestly. He opened it in October of 2013. They've since expanded. They now have 4 Strange Donuts in the St. Louis area. The one I went to was 11477 Olive Boulevard in Creve Coeur, right at 270 and Olive, a little bit down the highway. I will say this. Strange Donuts is very polarizing in this town. This town loves their good donuts. And Strange Donuts, it has a lot of people who swear by them and a lot of people who swear at them. Here is the very first thing I noticed, and we'll have this picture posted, is you walk in and there are approximately 14 donuts to view. They are put on a wooden board, and you tell them what kinds you want, and then they pull them out of closed metal cases.
Whoa.
It was I was like, they're out of business. And then she's like, no, donuts are down here by the cash register. And they have one of each kind that they're selling that day. So that's the first thing, and I'll send that pic along. Here's the second thing I noticed. You see all those bubbles?
That is
bubbles
odd.
On the glazed donut. So I looked it up. I'm like, what might cause that? None of what causes it is good. Bubbles in donut icing come from overmixing the icing, or using the wrong whisk attachment, or inconsistent ingredient temperatures, meaning the butter was too warm or too cold. The icing is either too thin or too thick. You have applied it too fast to the donut, leaving it in too long.
I think
that's
the most likely one.
Also, if you don't allow the glaze to rest, it can create air bubbles. If you use a dirty utensil, it can create air bubbles.
I hope it's not that one.
If the dough is not proofed enough, there is still moisture on the dough when it goes into the fryer. All of those reasons can create that bubbled look. I've not seen it on any of the shows we've done. This is number 37, and I've not seen bubbles on a glaze.
And is that how it usually looked? Like when you said it's all on like a wooden board. Like, did it look like that? I couldn't really tell on the wooden board,
but I ordered 3 glazed donuts, and all 3 of them are bubbled. So this is not a one-off. So the very first thing about this glazed donut, it's 4 inches by 4.5 oblong, not circular. It's 1.5 inches tall, a little bit of a tall donut. The very first thing is the glaze is not sweet. It has a mouthfeel of glaze, but not a sugary taste of glaze. Does it have a different flavor? Nope. It's like glazed water.
I'm looking at. I went to Strange Donut's website, and their glazed donut, it does not look like it's supposed to have bubbles on it. So they have done something wrong today.
The dough is not flavorful. It's just meh. It's dry.
Ooh.
It's chewy. And it does not melt in your mouth at all. There's not even good glaze to go off of here.
And that's kind of the main thing for a glazed donut.
If your donut needs a little help with some... And we've had many places that make a great glaze. Maybe it's applied so thin. I mean, I'm trying tiny little bites all over of just glazed donut, and it's not sweet. What the fudgery?
That is completely bizarre.
This donut is $2.34.
Oh my God.
So we've been talking the price, the finish, the flavorless glaze, the flavorless dough. 2.2. This is the worst glazed donut I've had in St. Louis.
That's, yeah.
I feel like crap saying that out loud. But, dude, this is not enjoyable at all. This is, give me a Hostess donut from a box in the grocery store.
Wow.
At least that glaze, even though it's sickly sweet, at least it's got a vibe.
Yeah, a flavor.
I'm stunned.
That's crazy.
I'm stunned.
$2.34. Maybe that's the strange in Strange Donuts.
Yes, it looks like glaze, but it's not.
It looks like a donut, but it's not a donut. It looks like it has flavor, but it doesn't have flavor. It's like the opposite of like, is it cake? It's like it looks like a donut, but it's actually just cardboard.
Woo! I mean, I am so depressed right now.
That is a brutal start. Brutal start for Strange Donuts.
We can only go up, right? Okay.
Yes. And speaking of going up, our next donut, chocolate cake with chocolate icing. And my donut today, I'll say, especially in Sacramento, you don't get chocolate cake donuts at a whole lot of places. You just don't. And even if you do, it's maybe like when you look at a tray and it has the rows of donuts, there's maybe like one row or two rows. This one, a full tray of chocolate cake donuts with different icings on it and toppings, stuff like that. Sprinkles if you're a psycho and you're into that. And this donut was 3 inches by 1 inch. A little bit smaller, but that kind of happens with cake donuts. Same price as the glazed donut, $1.65. And this was a fucking excellent chocolate cake donut. The texture of the cake is so perfect. It is light and fluffy. It's not super dense. And it's a moist cake. That's the big thing. It's a moist cake texture. And I think that's exactly where you want it to be. Plus, it's got a really great chocolate flavor. It's not just sugar. It's not just sweet. It is chocolate cake. Like, you could get a plain chocolate cake donut, and it would be really good, honestly. And then you add a really good chocolate icing on it. Your face while I'm giving this while you're eating your donuts is so fucking funny. I'm so excited for your review. But I'll get through mine. My excellent chocolate cake with chocolate icing. Really good chocolate icing again. It was a fudgy chocolate icing. I really love the texture of it. Very wavy and smooth. And for $1.65, I think this is one of the better chocolate cake donuts you're going to get in Sacramento. At least for what I've had on the show and in life. So I want to give this I'm going to give this a 4.4. I think if you are looking for a chocolate donut, it's going to be really hard to top this. Maybe something a little bigger would put this over the edge, but I think the texture of this is perfect. The flavor of it is very chocolatey, which is great, and the icing, I think, is a really good texture as well, and it adds to the chocolate flavor. That's another important thing, that the two chocolate flavors aren't like fighting each other. They kind of work in harmony to create something a little bit bigger than itself. So yeah, 4.4 for this chocolate cake, chocolate icing donut. And that's especially saying something because a lot of places don't do chocolate cake donuts. So they could easily get away with just having an average or below average chocolate cake donut and still selling just because it's not something you get everywhere. So I think this is a must get if you go to Elk Grove Donuts. Now, please. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never seen your face like this eating a donut.
Okay. So when we chatted before the show, I was like, try to find a chocolate donut because Strange Donuts. This is called the Stranger Donut of the Week. They do one off the beaten path design flavor. So first I will show you this. This is the other half. It's 2 chocolate cake donuts with a brownie and pecans and 2 flavors of icing.
Jesus.
It's a pretty massive donut. It's 4 inches by 4 inches, 3.5 inches tall. It's a big donut. If I were to close my eyes, I couldn't tell this is a chocolate cake donut.
Oh my God.
I could tell that it's cake.
Oh no.
It's cake. And the color of chocolate or cocoa. But, oh my God. This is so mystifying to me. It's a dry cake, which makes it worse. The icings on top, it's like a caramel icing and a chocolate icing, and they're those sugary, gritty icings where you can feel the sugar crystals in there, which means you don't get a chocolate fudge flavor. You don't get a caramel flavor. You're just getting sugar. There's almost no distinction between the 2 icings because they're so sugar-laden. The super weird look on my face was it's topped with a brownie, but it's not a brownie like I've ever had before. It's so like when you eat cookie dough and you have that, it's a super soft sensation. That's what this brownie is like. It's like a brownie cookie dough bite sensation. Not like a,
maybe it's like a,
it's not a baked
cosmic brownie.
It's not a baked brownie and cut up and put on. It's like a brownie dough.
Brownie batter?
Well, brownie batter's thin. This is a dough. It's a brownie dough. I mean, I'm sure it's cooked because you can't serve raw dough.
Yeah.
This doesn't work at all. I don't know whose idea this was. And they were like, yeah, Bob, that's a great idea. Because on paper, chocolate cake, brownie, it's got pecans on it, a couple of different icings. It's monstrous. It's $6.44.
Oh my God.
Do you know how good your donut has to be for $6.44?
Oh my.
And you know this ain't it. If this was just a cake donut, just a cake donut for $1.50, it would be a 3.
Oh my God. Strange Donuts. What is happening?
1.7. Eric.
Oh my.
For $6.50, what is the goal here? It's like 2 donuts.
I think
2 cake donuts held together with icing on the top, and some kind of weird brownie dough, and a couple of pecans, a couple different icings that aren't good. Am I throwing away a half of a donut today? Half of this monstrous donut? Who am I going to foist that upon? I'm going to poker night tonight. I'm going. Whoever I don't like at poker night
eliminates,
is getting
whoever eliminates you, go.
Oh my God!
Whoever knocks you out of the game, you go. Oh well, as
a going away prize. I am shocked.
$6.
I'm kind of getting mad.
Insane.
I'm kind of getting mad.
Yeah, I'd be mad. $6 for a donut. $6 for fucking anything. At this point in our economic lives, it has to be something.
There was no way in the world I thought I was going to go worse than 2.2.
Yeah, same.
What is that? And there's 4 of them in St. Louis.
I have some more thoughts on Strange Donuts, and I think we should get to them after we're finished with our reviews. So, our last donut of the show is
now I'm filled with fear.
I'm filled with excitement for what's about to happen. Because my apple fritter today, 5 inches by 1.25 inches tall, circle, pretty big. This was, I'd say, a really good apple fritter. The first thing that jumped out to me is how well their glaze and the apples taste together. It is a really excellent sweet apple flavor. What also jumped out to me is how light the donut was. It is a really light and fluffy dough with the apples, with the glaze. Usually, fritters can get real crispy and can get super thick and dense. And I don't love that. I don't love a super thick, dense donut. And I didn't get that with this at all. Like, usually with fritters on the show, you really only eat about half just because it's so dense. This one I could easily finish. I have a couple bites left. I'm going to finish it. I will say a knock on this one is there isn't a whole lot of cinnamon in there. I like an apple cinnamon fritter. The cinnamon has kind of like almost pooled to the center of it. Like near the center of the donut is where a lot of the cinnamon is kind of, it just is. And the outside is just kind of glazed in apple. So I would like a little bit more cinnamon mixed in with there. But really, other than that, I think the flavor of this is really, really good. The texture of this is excellent. This is a bit of a jump in price. This was $2.75. But for apple fritters out here, I feel like it's not crazy. Like I'm looking at some of my other ones here, you know. I've got an apple fritter for $3.50. So $2.75 I think is perfectly fair. So I think I want to give this like a 3.9. I think this is a really excellent apple fritter. Maybe if it's a little on the cheaper side, spreading out more of that cinnamon so it didn't just kind of coagulate in the center of the donut. Or the center of the donut was a little bit, I want to say like moister in the middle of there, just because that's where all the cinnamon went. So I think maybe mixing up all the ingredients is the way to go here. But again, just those couple tweaks. This was a really good apple fritter.
Fuck your good apple fritter. First, we'll start with the positives. I did run into a few pieces of apple in the half of my apple fritter. And it did have a good amount of cinnamon running throughout. It's 5 by 4 oblong, 1 7/8 inches tall, so pretty nice sized fritter. Mm-hmm. It costs $3.38. The dough is dry again.
Oh.
The glaze is flavorless again. See the bubbles?
Oh my God.
More bubbles. What have you done? What have you done, Strange Donuts?
What is happening?
Do you know how many excellent apple fritters we've had for under $3 on this show?
A lot.
And to get...
We just had one.
It doesn't pull apart. It's not the pieces of apple fritter that are awesome. Crispy outside, soft inside. This is almost the same texture on the outside and the inside. And it is... If it weren't for cinnamon, it would have no flavor at all.
Wow. I think it speaks a lot to your character that as you're reviewing, you keep taking bites, thinking, well, surely it can't be this. surely one of these bites will be good, and there will be something to write home about. We want to like these donuts. We want to have good donuts. We are trying to have good donuts.
Doesn't this look like there's glaze on that?
Yeah. And it's nothing.
Now I'm mad. Today's dozen donuts was about $40.
Oh, that's cheaper than my baker's dozen today.
40 is cheaper than yours?
Oh, sorry. No, mine.
Oh, yeah.
My baker's dozen was cheaper.
I think when you and I did, when you were in town and we went to the other sort of frou-frou donut place here in town, Vincent Van Donut. I think maybe we spent 40 on a dozen there, but those were excellent donuts.
Yeah. Decadent.
This is not a good mom and pop donut shop. And there's 4 of them in St. Louis. What number can I assign to this? Is a 1.9.
Oh, fuck.
What is the redeeming value? Is it gargantuan? Is it sweet? Is it appley? Is it cinnamony? Is it fried great? Is the dough fabulous? No. And it's $3.50, $3.38.
So my thoughts on Strange Donuts. We've had them before. I remember sometimes we would go like after Blues games because they were open real late. We wanted something sweet, and we'd go to Strange Donuts, and they were good. I remember having a good donut at Strange Donuts.
I remember having a Sloppy Joe and tater tot donut.
I remember there was like a chocolate mint donut that I had that was really good. And I think this is you were talking about with the second donut, with your cake donut. What's it for? And I think it's for social media. I think that's why they make that donut. So they can take a picture of it and it looks crazy on Instagram.
Well,
people come in and
get it. I will tell you this.
Because I'll be honest, I looked up your shop that you went to on Google Maps, and looking at some of these photos, these donuts look rough. They look rough. Something has happened to Strange Donuts in the past probably decade to where they have lost their way, it seems.
I was reading an article about the young man who started this, and he had zero baking knowledge. He was a marketing guy. They did that crowdfunding to get them started. I think they were shooting for $20,000, and they got about $25,000 to open. And they already had a bunch of followers before they even opened the doors. And then, of course, business was crazy and nuts when it opened. Mm-hmm. So it took me a long time. Like, his business partner was like a finance guy. It took so long to read this article. It was from a while ago when they were first starting. It took me so long to get to someone who knows how to bake. I think they got a pastry chef from like the Four Seasons in St. Louis to come over and oversee and I'm like, if you're a donut place and you're way more interested in the marketing than the final product, this is what you end up with. Now, the shocker for me, how are they still open? These are subpar donuts at crazy prices. Do you know how many excellent donuts I could get for $40 in this town?
Oh
excellent
my God.
Donuts.
You could get like 3 dozen excellent donuts for $40.
I'm going to have therapy. I'm going to have to talk to someone about this.
You're going to have to. I think you need to go out later today and go to like the donut stop or something. just
to restore
like,
my faith in donuts.
Yeah.
Here's the other part. I've still got 4 or 5 different flavor donuts waiting for me.
Oh,
and I'm just like, Jesus, I hope I picked just the wrong flavors today. Because they look like decent donuts. They are way overpriced. And look, I don't mind paying more for something that's excellent. I'm paying for something that's worse.
Yeah, that's... Wow. Strange Donuts. How the mighty have fallen.
So now I completely understand the people who rail on Strange Donuts in this town.
Yeah.
Because the donut by itself does not stand up to scrutiny. It just simply does not.
What it seems to me is these are donuts for children. They're big and they're extravagant, and it looks cool, and a kid can have one of them, and it's a child that has no sense of what's good. Just if it's something that looks cool.
Not even the glaze is sweet.
It's not even sweet.
It's like they took glazed icing and then watered it down. No.
That's insane.
Aren't there just 2 ingredients in glaze?
Sometimes.
Powdered sugar and milk.
Yes.
Maybe vanilla if you want to. This was powdered sugar and water, and too much water.
Oh, man. It sucks. That's brutal.
Let's wrap up this shit show with a couple of trivia questions. Da, 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 da. Okay. An employee stuffs his mouth full of a donut in an FBI interrogation scene in what 2013 film? It was nominated for 5 Oscars and won 0.
I have no idea.
Nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Director, who's won multiple golden statues.
I have no idea. In 2013, yes. I've got nothing.
All right. The lead star was Leonardo DiCaprio.
2013.
What film was he in?
Wolf of Wall Street?
Wolf of Wall Street.
I don't remember that scene. Honestly, maybe I do. Or maybe I can just picture it in my head. Like...
Where it's basically a string of employees all saying they don't remember a single thing.
Oh, yeah.
And the one guy is like...
just eating donuts the entire time. Nope, I don't recall.
All right.
Okay, now I remember.
Second trivia question, 1 for 1. Bring it on home, baby. Who hoarded donuts when stressed in 30 Rock?
Oh, fuck. I mean, I'm gonna say Tina Fey's character.
Yes.
Whatever her name was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bonus point. What was her character's name in 30 Rock?
No fucking idea. Zero clue.
Liz Lemon.
I've got.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of 30 Rock. I've just like seen clips online.
It's awkwardly very funny and sometimes awkwardly flat. But the very funny gets you through. So, anyway, man, I'm just getting awkwardly flat from Strange Donuts. for these prices, for that quality.
That's the crazy thing. $6.44 for one single donut is robbery.
For a bad donut. I gotta get this out of my head and out of my mouth. I gotta go make a spicy meat sandwich or something, because man.
Well, I'm gonna go and eat a probably really good ube donut after this, so I won't tell you
Here's
about it.
The wound.
I won't rub it in.
Here's Eric's salt.
No, I won't tell you about it. It's fine. I won't tell you about how it's
all those other
all
donuts getting big fat scores from you, and somehow the ube donut's going to be terrible.
Yeah. We don't know.
You do. You do know. Your shop, man. Your shop sounds great. It sounds great.
Yes. Elk Grove Donuts, I think, is a definitely a spot to hit in the Sacramento area. Because they also had, I kind of stayed away from those because they were on the pricier side. They were around like $4. Okay. But they had like big, extravagant, super decorated big donuts. I didn't get a good look at them, but yeah, they had everything. If you wanted a big, extravagant, strange donuts-esque donut, they had one of those. And if you wanted just a regular plain Jane glaze, they also have one of those. And they're both pretty good.
Man, congrats. I would say congrats on the win today, but today was such a smoking of my ass that...
yeah, I don't even feel good about it.
This is Oilers versus Ducks in their first year of existence. Like, is one team in the NHL? All right, show number 38 will be coming shortly. We think we're going to put a couple together here. I know all you fans are craving some more Midwest donut review shows, so that's what we're going to set out to give you here in the near future. Love to hear from people. Eric, what is the best way they can connect with us?
The best way to do it is that if you are watching on YouTube right now, is to comment on the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the uploads. Hopefully that will be coming more regularly. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, to follow the show, subscribe to the show, and rate and review us. And all of that just gets us in the algorithm of the platform, gets more eyes on us. And you can also follow us on Instagram. It's Midwest Donuts Pod. I also have it linked in the description of the YouTube video and the podcast episode notes. And we post whenever we upload there, and we post pictures of the donuts before we shove them in our face.
Yes, we do. Well, today,
I
ought to post a picture of what my trash can looks like. I mean, I'm going to offer them to Isabel and Janet, but I'm going to tell them before they take a bite, don't expect
temper your expectations.
Yes, temper your expectations. Oh my God, I'm so bummed about this.
This is a tough look. Tough look for St. Louis.
Who thought a 2.2 would be my high score of the day?
Oh my God!
Have I ever given a score below 3? Ever?
No.
And I gave 3. I gave 2 below 2, and that was the jumping off point for a donut at the beginning of the show.
Oh no!
All I'm saying is I don't want you guys to be as bummed out as I am. Just
let's hope this episode is our call to action to Strange Donuts.
Yes.
Turn it around.
In someone with some knowledge and skills and get those donuts tasting good.
Yes.
Woof. All right, that wraps up show number 37. I'm Dave Leggett in St. Louis, Missouri. That is Eric Leggett in Sacramento, California. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you very soon with our next episode of the Midwest Donut Review Show. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.